Yeah! What's going on, party people? How we doing tonight? Welcome to the Killjoy Jake YouTube channel. I'm not late. I am early, my friend. It's supposed to start at 7:05. It is 7:03 Eastern time right now. What is up, everybody? How is it going? The Keggy is here saying Megan is gonna make 100 million domestic. Ooh, that's a hot take, Keggy. I'll tell you what, that's a hot take because this is a January release, which we're going to talk about, I'm sure, at some point tonight. Man, that music is just blasting. I got to turn that down a bit. Keggy, yeah, dude. Ooh, 100 million US. Okay, man. I mean, that one thing, like, blew up on TikTok, you know? So, like, it could do well, for sure, but I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. That would be sick, though. Omni is here. What's up? How's it going? Sheesh. Sup, fam bam. What's up? Welcome to the stream, Aaron. What's up, dude? Valerie's here. What's up? How's it going? The General's in the house. Howdy, partner. Welcome to the horror stream. Carl Kelly is here. Awesome stream. Carl likes it already. We haven't even done anything yet. Hell yeah, Carl. I'm glad you're digging it. What's up, Jake? Gave you a thumbs up. Hell yeah. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. Jason Evans is here. Happy Friday. And Happy New Year, everybody. Soon. Almost. We almost there. It's almost 2023. Denisha's here, too. What's up? How's it going? I'm here. You're here. Good. That's good to hear. Everyone's saying I'm late. I'm not late. Y'all are liars. Wayne is saying, hi, all. It is New Year's Eve day here in Sydney, Australia at 11:02 a.m. You're just like super in the future then. I have today and tomorrow off work. Yay. Nice. Oh, New Year's Eve day. Oh, I read that wrong. Yeah. Okay, I'm like, wait, how are you 2 days in the future right now, Wayne? What is going on? Right now? We should just talk about Megan because we're getting there. Keggy is saying, I think Megan is going to make around 80 million US domestic due to all the interest it's already generated. Dude, I mean, that could very well happen. That would be kind of insane if we start the year off with like the first horror release just skyrocketing like that. I could see it happening. I mean, like that shit like blew up on TikTok or whatever, that dance thing or whatever. I'm not a TikTok guy myself, but I hear things through the grapevines. I hear that certain things blow up. Sarah is here too. What's up, Sarah? How we doing? I'm gonna watch Frailty tonight. It's happening at some point. It's happening at some point, I promise. Cocaine movie fan is saying Cocaine Bear to rule 2023. Hell yeah! Let's do it. Let's do it. Zoe Crawford's here as well. What's up? How's it going, Zoe? Welcome. Megan is going to be a great time. So let's just get right into the Megan talk then. So that's our first horror movie, first big horror movie of the year, coming from producers James Wan and written by Akela Cooper, which I think is really cool. She also wrote Malignant from 2021. I know a lot of people love that movie. I absolutely do too. It was one of my favorites from that year. I dug it a lot. I don't know, Malignant kind of kicks ass. Is it a little sloppy at points? Sure, but it's a lot of fun though, and it's the action sequences are incredible. I'm very excited to see what they do here. With a very, very, very different concept. This is, oddly enough, this is basically just Child's Play 2019, but done a little differently and, also kind of PG-13. So I don't know. I don't have the highest hopes for it, but I'm going into it with an open mind, and I hope I like it. But like I said, it's basically just a movie we got, 3 years ago. Well, now 4 years ago. I gotta start saying that now because it's almost 2023. But it's basically the same movie again. So that's what I'm worried about. I hope it kicks ass though. I hope there's some new flavor to it that I'm just not expecting. But seems like it's just gonna be Child's Play 2019 again. But I hope not. I hope I'm wrong. Like I really do hope I'm wrong. Villain Killin' Dylan is talking about Cocaine Bear releasing around your birthday too. Nice. That puppy comes out. That puppy or bear cub, whatever we want to call it, comes out in March, I think, or February. February, March. That's another one that's coming out early though. I remember. So that's exciting. There's a lot of movies coming out in just like the next 3 months too. Like I mean, there's some of the ones I'm hyped up the most for probably come out in the next 3 months or so. This person saying Scream 6 will kick ass. Absolutely. And of course we'll talk about that too at some point. Scream 6, I mean, that poster is just awesome. I love it. I love the new mask too. I've seen a lot of people complain about the mask online, that it's like, well, this actually wouldn't happen technically. For an aged mask, they kind of just turn yellow. But like, Dude, a yellow ghost face mask just doesn't look as cool as this. Like, look at that. Look at that. Look how cool that looks. That's awesome. Is it realistic? I don't care. Like, who cares? I don't care. Would you rather just have a yellow mask? Just like yellowing? I don't know. I prefer the gross, nasty one, so. Isaiah is asking, do you think Parker Crane will return in Insidious 5? I don't. Well, maybe. I mean, maybe we have Patrick Wilson's Josh character at the center of it again. Well, as well as Dalton. I feel like it's going to focus on Dalton a lot. But I also feel like it's going to focus on Patrick Wilson again. I almost feel like Insidious 5 is going to be kind of a reboot of the original, like follow a similar storyline, but with different settings. That's kind of what I'm theorizing right now. We have Scott Teems writing it, opposed to Lee Winnell, who usually writes the scripts for these movies. So I'm kind of expecting the script to not be all that great. Nothing against Scott Teems. I'm just, he's new. He's new to the Insidious pool. So he's dipping his toe in now. And well, I guess my point is he's not just dipping his toe in. He's going full, butterfly in there. Streamline is what I meant to say. So I'm hoping it's good. I'm really expecting it to be good. It's kind of the real Insidious 3 that we've been wanting for the longest time. The actual continuation past 1 and 2, where 3 and 4 are prequels. So I'm super pumped for it. I think Insidious 5 is going to kick ass. But I have my worries about it. It's, you're changing up the whole team essentially here again. So that always has me a little worried. But at the same time, maybe this is a good thing to keep fresh ideas in there. Maybe Lee Winnell was just like, dude, I got nothing. Like, I've written 4 of these movies, man. I need a break. Sarah Campbell is throwing $5 Canadian in there. Thank you so much, Sarah. I really appreciate that. Saying, thoughts on the new Mia Goth and Alexander Skarsgård thriller Infinity Pool. I think it comes out in January. Looks interesting. Oh, Sarah, I am so excited for this one. Honestly, as far as January and February releases go, this is probably the one I'm looking forward to the most. This is Infinity Pool from director Brandon Cronenberg. That is David Cronenberg's son. And he has made a couple of movies that kick ass so far. I actually haven't seen Antiviral yet, but Possessor is a kick-ass movie from 2020 that unfortunately nobody talks about. But Possessor, if you're kind of like, what is this movie gonna feel like? Like, what is this in comparison to just regular Cronenberg movies? Watch Possessor, because Possessor isn't exactly like a Cronenberg movie, but it has a lot of the staples of like your typical David Cronenberg. Brandon Cronenberg does things a little differently, though, is what I will say. It's a very similar flavor. Like, it's like if you like Cronenberg movies, you'll like Brandon Cronenberg movies. But it's a little like there's a smidge of difference is how I feel about it. Like just the writing style I feel like is a little different, but I dig it. I dig it, man. I'm very excited for Infinity Pool 2. And it's Brandon Cronenberg working with Mia Goth and Alexander Skarsgård. I'm expecting it to be one of my favorite horror movies of next year. So I highly recommend Infinity Pool to anybody who wants something kind of weird and something kind of gross. Seems like it's going to be all of those wonderful things mixed together. So, Sarah, I am very excited for that one. Honestly, across the next 2 months, that's probably the one I'm the most excited for the next 2 months. So I'm really, really pumped for Infinity Pool, Sarah. Thank you so much for the $5 too. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. And Lewis is spitting some facts here saying we need Mia Goth in a Scream movie. Well, hey, at least we get her in this weird indie flick coming out in late January. So there's that. So that comes out on the 27th of January. Don't write it into your schedule. I'm going to do a big old nasty review for it. So go watch it, and then we'll talk about it the Friday when it comes out. So I'm just really pumped for that one. Oh, it's going to be good. I love it, Lewis. And Mia Goth in a Scream movie, too. That would be cool. I would love that. That would be insane. I like how the Ghostface mask looks like the Halloween 2018 mask with the aging. That's something I gotta talk about in a new video or something, because I almost feel like now that they're doing this with this design, it's like, are they actually gonna go all in on the Halloween commentary now, or no? Because it was something that they kind of just poked at a little bit. It was mostly just like requels in general that was talked about a lot in Scream 2022. But are they going to just go all in on the Halloween commentary? Like just kind of really poke and prod at that specific new direction for that franchise? That might be cool. I mean, that was one of the biggest things in, popular horror for in a while. So I can see them kind of poking and prodding at that. I would be okay with that personally. if that's the route they decide to go, where it's like maybe it's like an old person is the killer. Maybe Henry Czerny's running around with that mask or something. We're kind of making fun of old man Michael. I think that could be kind of cool. We could find some commentary in that. Make fun of the new Halloween films. And you know, it's nothing that's ever like super mean. You know, it's not like vicious or malicious, I guess is the better word. It's more just like, hey, this is we're just making fun of this. Just jokes, you know? Kind of like how Scary Movie is to Scream in a lot of ways. Like it's not like viciously attacking Scream and saying this is the worst movie ever. You know, it's not doing that. It's just taking things from that movie and kind of just playing off of it a bit. So I'd be okay with that personally. I think that would be kind of fun to do some commentary with that a lot. Yes. Lighting Ghost is bringing up Saw X too. That's 10/27, I believe. Yeah, I can't remember the exact release date. I do remember it's coming in October. Here's a little faux poster for it too. I don't think this is real because I don't think we have any bit of marketing for it yet. But man, Saw 10, I'm excited for. With Saw 10, and something I've seen a lot from people, which I totally get. Like if people are super upset about this, I understand. The lore for Saw is just so unbelievably convoluted at this point. I kind of don't really care about the story at this point. I'm just excited to see John Kramer back more than anything. The big thing I'm looking for with this one is just don't make it another Jigsaw where just nothing makes sense and it's like Tobin Bell just shows up at the end. That movie's a little nonsensical, I'm gonna be honest. What I'm looking for in Saw X is just a really well-written like thriller with all the fucking gore and nasty shit. Just give me that, and then give me Tobin Bell being fucking creepy the whole movie. Listen, if it doesn't make any sense, it's probably not anyways. I'm not expecting this to like completely, this is gonna make everything work in the franchise. I'm really not expecting that. I kind of just want a simple Saw movie, and you know what? If John Kramer's there too, this is like some kind of prequel that takes place between like 1 and 2, which is like the big rumor right now. Cool. Okay, that's fine. Like, whatever. At this point, if that's the only way we can bring John Kramer back, cool. That's fine. I'll take it. Well, I don't know why they don't just take the requel route where it's just a continuation off of 1. We have a whole new side story. But, hey, man, I'll take it. Listen, that would have been a lot easier, especially with how fucked up the Saw story is, man. I don't know. I know some people would love to see like the Hoffman thing happen, but man, it's just been so much time. Like if they were going to do that, they would have done that a couple years ago, I think. But I don't know. Regardless though, I'm excited for Saw X. Like that's not to say that I'm not excited for it. I just think that I don't know if they can fix the story where it's at right now because of how convoluted it's gotten. But I'm very excited to see another Saw movie. I know a lot of people didn't really like Spiral. I really liked it. I really enjoyed Spiral. I don't know. I still I'll put that one on from time to time, and I dig it. The traps especially are great too. As long as the traps are good too, I'm like, okay, this is cool. This is fun. So I don't know. With the Saw movie at this point, I'm just not expecting. I guess I'm not. My expectations aren't too high. So I don't know. I'm very excited for it though. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. But I'm not expecting anything. I guess I'm not expecting anything that's gonna blow me away with a crazy twist or something at this point. The Life of Dave is saying, when do we get a Red Right Hand 2? Oh God. Man, I don't even want to answer this question. Probably never. Like, honestly, we probably won't do a Red Right Hand 2 as much as I would think that would be fun. That would be sick, but man, I don't know. Someone just said that Lighting Ghost has been a member for 2 months, to which I want to say thank you so much, Lighting Ghost. Lighting is saying much love, Jake. Thank you. Thank you. I can't see them on StreamYard for some reason. I'm so sorry, but I'm going back and looking now. So thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. I forgot my phone doesn't like to turn. There we go. All right. I should make a Scream movie. Jason, I just spent the past 2 years making a Scream movie. You should check it out, Jason, if you haven't seen it. It's really good. It's on the page. It's called Red Right Hand. It's like an hour long. Won't even take it. It'll take an hour. It's an hour long. It's nothing. Nothing to it. Nothing. Look at this. Look at this hand motion. How can that be anything threatening when I'm doing this? Come on. It's nothing. Billy Bonka. I like that. Billy Bonka and the Fudge Facility is my fave horror title of 2023. They're making Willy Wonka into a horror film now. No, I'm kidding. That would be wild if it was real, though. Isn't like Timothy Chalamet playing Willy Wonka in a new movie next year or something? I don't know, man. I keep up with horror films, and that's about it. That's about it for old Jake. You say right now that you wouldn't make a Red Right Hand 2, but a year from now, I bet you will be talking about making a Red Right Hand 2. Mark my words. Well, we'll be working on another film by the end of next year, hopefully, if everything goes according to plan. So, things are in the works right now. I can't really talk about too much, but things are in the works for an original film right now, and I can't say any more than that really. But right now we're working on that, so hopefully it all works out and you get to see an original horror film from us with a way bigger budget than what Red Right Hand had. So really hoping that's the case, but you guys will see. But getting back on track, let's talk about a few more movies. So we talked about Scream 6. We'll trust me, we'll talk more about it soon. We'll talk more about all these films in a bit. And once again, Infinity Pool, I highly recommend. Knock at the Cabin is another one that kind of has my interests. I'm not 100% sold on this one, but the trailer's really intriguing. So I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know. It's M. Night Shyamalan films are pretty hit or miss for me. I think like sometimes they're really good where I'm just like, oh my God, this was awesome. One of the ones I really enjoy is like what was that one from like 2017? Split with James McAvoy, Anya Taylor-Joy. I really enjoy that movie. I think that one's really cool. Doesn't work for some people, and I understand that. It's a weird movie. But then you have movies like Old. I don't know. Old didn't do it for me. I loved the concept of Old. Like that was sick, but execution wise, I just wasn't as into it. So I don't know. With with this one, I'm really hoping that it's I'm really hoping it's good. I'm really hoping it's good because I want another good M. Night Shyamalan film. But like I said, he doesn't always hit for me. He's very hit or miss. So we'll see. Jason is saying I'm looking forward to Knock at the Cabin. Hopefully Shyamalan gives us something worthwhile. I agree, Jason. That's kind of my thoughts on it. Like I said, sometimes he makes excellent masterpiece movies, but then sometimes they're kind of the opposite of that, where it just feels like a mess. So I don't know, man. I'm really hoping that this is something kick-ass, but we'll just have to see. It's very mysterious, which is why I'm on the fence about it right now. I don't really have a read on it, and that's kind of a good thing in my book. I like when I can't really figure out what's going to happen in a movie. That trailer's very mysterious. I feel like they only used stuff from like the very beginning of the movie, and that's about it. So that has me excited. I'll tell you that much. Old had me excited though too. I saw that trailer and I'm like, this is going to be something special. Okay, cool. And I have no interest in watching that movie again, which is a shame. Paulie is saying, I think Kirby and Mindy will both die when Ghostface pushes them in front of a subway train. Oh, that would be awesome. That would be incredible. I mean, there was that one scene in the trailer where it kind of looks like blood on the window of the train. So like maybe we might get that kill. That actually would be insane. I would be totally down for that personally. I think that would be awesome. Kirby and Mindy, though, both dying. I don't know about that, but somebody dying in front of a subway train would be wild. Old was great in theory, poor in execution. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Split was good. Split was good though. And IDK, I like your Spiral profile pick. I like the love for Spiral, man. Listen, Spiral's a good movie, dude. Like, listen, people hated that one. It got panned. It was a little different for a Saw film. I enjoyed it. I don't know. I had a really good time with it. Was it perfect? No. It wasn't a perfect movie or anything, but I don't know. The traps were insane. That first one especially just is fucking brutal. There's a lot of fun things going on with that one. I'm somewhat excited for Salem's Lot, but given the delays, it's most likely a bad movie. I mean, maybe, but Salem's Lot, I feel like has some room for improvement. It's long. Like that original one is just way too long in my opinion. It has some really good moments though. So I don't know. It's one of those things where like, I'm like, yeah, okay. This one's got some cool stuff going on, but some of the other stuff is... So some of the other stuff going on in Salem's Lot's a little, it just feels a little dragged out at points for me. So I would love for them to do like a new version of it, I guess. But one that's like a little shorter, a little more focused, a little more, vacuum sealed, if that's makes any sense. If the original Salem's Lot is just a bunch of carrots laying across the table, let's vacuum seal them all into one big thing. I think that's what it needs. That's essentially what it needs. Oh, Paulie, I'm excited for Maxine too. Oh God, that's gonna be awesome. That is one of the movies that I'm probably the most excited for. I don't know if it's coming out next year, but probably. I mean, we got that teaser like a couple of months ago now, so it's probably coming out next year is my guess. But maybe late next year. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but I really hope it. I really hope that one's good because man, Pearl and X were kick ass. I don't know if you guys saw my video today, but both of them made it into the like my top 5 of horror movies of the year easily, like very easily. Man, both kick ass flicks. I don't know. I love those movies so much. So I'm really looking forward to Maxine whenever it comes out. We don't have an official release date. It will probably come out next year is my guess, like maybe like late next year. But regardless whenever it comes out, I'm very excited for that one. That one's also going to be insane too. So one that I'm not as excited for, but I do want to mention is The Exorcist from David Gordon Green. Listen, it's not even that it's David Gordon Green. It's just, does the Exorcist need a continuation? Do we need an Exorcist requel? I don't know. I don't know, man. There are some movies that don't need to be franchises, and The Exorcist I don't think needs to be a big franchise. I don't know. That's just my take on it. But maybe it's good, you know, maybe it's one of those movies where they just have this awesome idea for a continuation. That's why they're making it. And hopefully it's not just for money because it's the 50th anniversary next year. Hopefully, I don't know, you know, maybe they have a good idea. Maybe they have an awesome idea of how to continue it, or maybe it's just going to be, yeah. I hope it's good though. Like, I hope I'm completely wrong, but I'm just not, I don't know, man. I'm just not, it doesn't have me like, ooh, this is going to be insane. It's going to be awesome. But I'm not like, I'm lukewarm on it right now. So only reason I'd watch because of David Gordon Green, because I'm a fan of the recent Halloween trilogy. Yeah, I like what he did with Halloween. I just, man, I don't know, dude. I just don't think his style is gonna work with The Exorcist either. Like, I feel like he's gonna want to try to make it a little silly, like how he does with the Halloween characters. You know, they're all a little goofy and all that, and that works with Halloween because Halloween, I think, has always been a little goofy. Like, even if you go back to the original, Dr. Loomis running around and saying all that silly shit, like it's silly, it's funny, you want to laugh at it. There's a lot of very funny elements to slashers from like the 70s and like early 80s and all that little funny stuff. It gets a little, you know, as you go further into the 80s, though, it starts getting really silly. But I like how in the early 80s, late 70s, like it was kind of controlled comedy, you know, little controlled comedy here and here, little pieces of that. Not the whole thing, you know, the whole thing's not super goofy yet. We didn't do that until like the late 80s. Like Freddy Krueger, I think, was kind of like the pioneer of that. And then we had movies like Return of the Living Dead that were just like outright super silly while also still being a little scary sometimes. So. But David Gordon Green, I just feel like is going to make it silly, and I just, that's my big problem with it. I don't know. I don't think that's going to work personally. I feel like it's going to turn into like that Leslie Nielsen parody of The Exorcist where you just have the girl like spitting up the pea soup on him like every 3 seconds. You know, like that's what it's going to turn into in my mind. I hope not. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope it's like terrifying, but I don't know, man. I just don't think they're going to top the original. Slasher in Suits is here. What's up? How's it going, man? Saying, Maxine, yes, dude, The Exorcist is made all the time. Every Conjuring movie, Pray for the Devil, etc. Yeah, that's another reason why I'm not, like, super pumped for it. Like, we just got, like, 10 years of possession films like this that were, like, in the forefront. Like, the 2010s, that was, like, a huge deal. It was, like, paranormal stuff or possession flicks, Insidious, The Conjuring. And I love those movies a lot. Like, I really do like a lot of the Conjuring movies. Personally, I think all 4 of the Insidious movies are a lot of fun. But man, I just don't know if, like I feel like the right time to reboot The Exorcist was like 2013, not 2023, if that makes sense. Like, why didn't we do that 10 years ago? I don't know. Why we're doing it now? Even bigger question, in my opinion. Oh my, the Keggy, I'm telling you right now, if he remakes that, I'm going to lose my mind. Like, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. That is me putting it as simply as possible. Please, the horror gods, don't let David Gordon Green touch that movie, please. I love David Gordon Green. I really do. I love the first 2 Halloween movies. They're great, but oh my God, please don't let him do that. Like that's my baby. That movie is my baby, dude. If I could remake any, like there's 2 movies I would love to remake at some point, and one of them is Creature, one of them is Zombie Flesh Eaters, or Zombie, whatever you want to talk about, however you want to call it, but Oh man, that's gonna. I don't know. I don't know, man. Sarah saying kind of goofy is the perfect way to describe the unhinged Loomis era. Yes, like, dude, Dr. Loomis is the only thing that makes like Halloween 5 watchable, in my opinion. Like, just watching him be absolutely insane and running around picking up people and shit. Like, he's crazy, man. He's crazy in that movie, and it's so fun. Like I said, it makes it watchable. I don't know about everyone else, but I don't like the Rob Zombie Halloween. It's basically the same movie as the original, but it's just boring and brutal, and the stuff that happened with Anne was gross. Yeah, like, it's the first bit of it I think is interesting, you know, when you have the brutality at first is really cool, but then, you know, you hit the ceiling by the end of the first act with Rob Zombie's Halloween, and then you're just there the rest of the time. There's no build, and I think that's why it kind of gets boring at a certain point. You're just like, okay, cool, another person just got stabbed to death viciously. Like, I've seen this happen 7 times before that, so you can't do wall-to-wall violence in a movie. Like, you gotta take like little breaks, you know. You gotta have like, it's gotta be like a roller coaster, and that movie's like just all the way at the top of the hill for like the entire time pretty much. So but I don't know. I like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 personally. Hot take, I know. Most people hate it, but I think it's fun. It's something totally different for the franchise that works in my mind. It's very weird. It's very out there. It's not really even a Halloween film. It's just a Rob Zombie movie that's really good in my opinion. So if you like Rob Zombie movies, you'll like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. If you don't, and that's totally fine if you don't, they are absolutely not for everybody. You probably will not like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 at all, which is totally fair. Mason is saying, Happy New Year, Jake. Do you think the Scream 6 trailer could be released near Megan or the 1-year anniversary? Like, I would think that yes, we could get a trailer before Megan, like maybe like this Tuesday or something, like the 3rd of January. Honestly, that could happen. That absolutely could happen. Or maybe like in another couple of weeks or so. Like, there's not really another big horror movie until like Knock at the Cabin, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I'd imagine we'll get it in. I imagine we'll get it in January, like the full length trailer, at some point. When? I don't know. We'll just have to see. Yeah, and this is a great point, Extron. You know, a lot of people just say, "Oh, Terrifier 2 was just wall-to-wall gore." It's not. Like, that's why it works, in my opinion, is because when it does give you this crazy, outrageous kill, then they kind of take a break. Then they focus on the characters for a little bit. That's why it works in my mind. They take things to total extremes with the gore and the killer and all that, and then also building up Sienna's character as a final girl, which is why it's perfect in my mind. It did like all of the tropes of a typical slasher film to like just took all of those tropes to the next level, essentially. Turned all of those up to 11. That's why it works in my mind. It doesn't do anything new that like I've never seen before in a movie. Not really, but like what it does do, it does so well. That's why I appreciate it. That's why it's my favorite of the year. Just a perfect execution of something we've all seen and know and love, you know, and that's why I love it so much. It's an incredible movie. I'm really excited for Terrifier 3. Hopefully it comes out in the next couple of years. That would be cool. I would love to talk about it. I'll have to do a everything we know about it so far video because we've had some tweets from Mr. Damien Leone, I think it's Damien Leone, that I would love to talk about. I would love to talk about some stuff. Let there be a zombie requel. Does it need a requel though? Here's the thing. If we did a zombie requel, the ending of that movie is the zombies taking over New York. So, like, what would it be? Like, 40 years later, we're following the survivors, and now they're, like, going on after the zombies or something? Is it, like, post-apocalypse? Are we 40 years into a zombie apocalypse now? I would rather, like, me personally, I would rather have a straight-up remake of that one. And you'd have to have the right person do it because I know someone who I know some, like Hollywood. If Hollywood tried to remake that movie, they'd be like, "Oh well, we're just gonna use a digital shark," and you know, I don't know. I just don't think it'll. I don't think Hollywood will remake it the same. Like it won't have that outrageous factor that original one has so well. Like a zombie fights a shark for like 5 minutes in that movie, and it's fucking insane. Like it's amazing. It's one of my favorite movies ever. The score is also just perfect. Like I think it's one of the best horror scores ever. I don't know. Maybe that's just me being crazy, but man, like I love that. Oh, it's spooky, man. Creepy shit, dude. I dig it. And then Fabio Frizzi, who composed the score for it, kind of uses the same thing for what is it? It's like Cemetery, House of the Dead, or not House of the Dead. There's another movie where he uses the same score, and it's just a little different. I can't remember the name of it for the life of me, but I think it's another Lucio Fulci film. I can't remember off the top of my head, though. Average Noodle is here saying, yo, sup, Jake? I love Terrifier 2. It's probably my favorite horror movie of the year since I haven't seen Scream 5. Me, personally, I am excited for the Winnie the Pooh coming out in February. Oh, dude, check out Scream 5. It was actually pretty good. I really enjoyed it. It made my top 10, so watch it. It's pretty good. Terrifier 2, yes, was fantastic, and I'm also excited for Winnie the Pooh. So that's also coming out in February, too. Don't forget about that. The Winnie the Pooh slasher, which is going to theaters last time I heard, so... That's pretty wild. I'm really pumped for that one. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. That one's just gonna be goofy fun, you know. Like I'm not expecting a good movie from a Winnie the Pooh slasher, but I'm expecting it to be I'm expecting it to be a lot of fun though, regardless. So I love that we have so many zombie fans in here tonight. Like people, I love that we're talking about Zombie 1979 because I came prepared for this today. So here we go, little reveal. I got my zombie shirt on underneath this dragon. Let's do it. Listen, y'all get me started on the fucking zombie, and we'll start talking about it. I swear. Ugh. Oh, y'all get to see my gross hair that I was covering in the beanie. Isn't that fun? That's why you click on the live streams. We all want to see Jake's greasy head of hair. I had an insane workout this morning, so I'm just like, man, I don't care. Your boy's streaming for an hour, then taking a nap. But I love classic zombie movies. Yes. Well, this is in my opinion like the best one. Like, Zombie 1979, baby, kicks ass. It's good stuff. Where's your Night of the Living Dead? Shit. I mean, where is it? I don't even know where it's at. That's a great question. Well, I don't have it handy, unfortunately, but I should have that. I know. Like I'm lacking here. Hot take: I never saw Zombie. I may watch it tonight. Yeah, watch it, Mr. Rick. It's really good. It's good. It's one of my all-time favorite horror movies. I love it. So, are you pumped for the Bambi horror movie? It's the concept for this one is so ridiculous. I'm very excited for it. Bambi turned into a killing machine to seek revenge. That's ridiculous. I love that. I love it. That's so funny. Shaun of the Dead is great. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. I loved Red Right Hand. You did a good job. Thank you so much, Requiem. I appreciate that. I'm glad you liked it. It was a lot of fun to make. Don't forget about 28 Months Later is going to be coming soon. Yeah, I heard a quote about this, like that they actually might do it, and that Cillian Murphy might come back too. So I'm down personally. I'm like, hell yeah, let's make that movie. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Those first two are great, man. I love both of the 28 movies, 28 day months, whatever you want to call it. Love them. 28 Days, I think, is one of the best zombie movies ever made too. Like, really, really love it. Oh, The Life of Dave is bringing up something I kind of forgot about, the new Strangers trilogy. So I haven't heard anything big, Life of Dave. There may have been like a little small update or something, but I haven't heard anything crazy yet. But I'm actually really excited for that too. I don't know how they're going to make a trilogy out of that. Once again, I hope they don't just spend the whole time explaining who the strangers are, but I'm excited for it. Well, listen, everybody, I have a guest who's going to talk with me about some of our favorite horror movies coming out in 2023. These things we're excited for. I also just want to say one more time, Sarah is throwing the link to Red Right Hand here. So if you guys have not seen it, check it out. Please help us get some more views for the fan film that I made. Took us a long time to make that puppy, so make sure to at least give it a watch. But I want to introduce my special guest who's going to talk with us for the next 30 minutes or so about upcoming horror films that we're excited about. Craven, Something Scary. What's up, man?
Oh, yeah. What's happening, man?
Not much, dude. Just chilling, talking about horror movies we're excited for. I don't know, man. Just vibing.
I love it, dude. Well, you know what? I'm glad to be here vibing with you, my friend.
Hell yeah, man. Well, and Craven, another thing I wanted to say is this is the last stream of the year, very last one. Jake's taking tomorrow off to party with some friends, and I'm just very excited. So, and
Dude.
Craven, we're doing something after this too, aren't we?
We are doing something after this. Hello. Not only is this your last stream of the year, guess what? At 7 o'clock, in like 20 minutes, I'm having my last stream of the year with Killjoy Jake. Oh,
what?
Snap, dude. So yes, this is fun. So this is actually part one. Part two will finish over on my channel, and we'll both be on each other's final streams of the year. And frankly, I can't think of a better way to end the year. That's perfect.
Hell yeah. I
Yeah,
love
man.
it.
And hello to everyone in the chat real quick. I see people saying hi. Let's say hello to all of you amazing people.
Hello, everybody. Well, Craven, I wanted to ask you, like, obviously Scream 6. Like, obviously we're both very excited for Scream 6. It's going to be awesome. Super pumped for it. And trust me, there will be many live streams where we talk about this one. But is there anything else that has your interest right now? Anything else that you're really pumped for?
Yeah, actually, Saw 10 probably would be the next one for me. That's got me excited for. I know it's in like October. It's going to be a little while, but that one really got me fired up, I have to say.
Dude, Tobin Bell's back. Isn't that exciting?
Back.
Oh.
And then we heard the rumor, I don't know if I think it's confirmed now. Shawnee Smith signed back on, I believe, too.
Yeah.
So
we got Amanda back too. Like, dude, there's
Amanda. Bro.
I'm pumped, man. I think it's gonna be great. I don't know how it's gonna work with the storyline. That's what I was kind of just saying, but I kind of don't care. I'm just excited to see everybody back.
I am too, man, and I hope that it's like substantially part of the movie. Like I hope we have Tobin in there for a serious amount of the movie. Like he's, what I mean, like not in a flashback or in like just some type of a consultant or whatever kind of role, whatever, how they're going to work it. I hope it's substantial. In other words, like I hope he's really back, and Amanda as well. I think it's awesome. And like you say, man, storyline, hey, I hope it's great. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to complain, man. The fact that we've got a new Saw movie with those two back. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
I think another one for me too is Evil Dead Rise.
Yes.
In April. That's another one. That's hell comes to town. I love that. That one got me very, very curious for how they're going to do it. And I love that image there. And I saw, what was it? What's the director's name? Oh my gosh, Cronin.
Lee Cronin.
Lee Cronin. Where I read that he said that they used, was it 6,500 liters of fake blood in this movie. 6,500 liters, guys. That is ridiculous. It's insane. So
yeah,
I am it's going to be bloody. I tell you that. It's going to be a hot mess.
Oh, it's going to be insane. I'm so excited for it. I think that honestly, to me, like I'm just so excited for a new Evil Dead movie. All four of them, in my opinion, are masterpieces in their own right. So this is I'm going into this one with some high expectations. So I hope they deliver, man.
Heck yeah, I do too. I'm a little nervous because we know initially it was direct to cable. It was direct to HBO Max, and then they changed gears to go to theater. But the fact that at least, and of course, you never know with these producer credits. We've talked about it before. Knowing that Sam Raimi is at least producing, right? We've got him in that capacity, and Bruce Campbell is also involved to that degree. So my hope is that they have enough of their hands in it that it's going to make it a good movie. It's going to help keep it from getting too far off the rails. But, we'll see, obviously. But the high-rise setting, Jake.
Yeah.
Potential, my friend. Lots of potential.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. There's so much we can do with that, I think, that is going to make this one really special. The fact that we're not in the cabin in the woods again, I think is actually something that's really exciting for me because, like, what else could we do with that? I mean, we like Evil Dead 2013, I feel like was kind of the last movie that needed to be in the cabin. You know what I mean? Now it's like, let's move on to a different setting. Let's see what else we can do. What other things can get possessed and run around and kill people, you know?
Well, and it's not the only movie, you know, much like Scream 6 leaving for the big city. We got 2 going to high rises or big cities this year or next year. Yeah.
Evil Dead in LA and Scream 6 in New York City. So there you go. We get those back to back too, pretty much.
That's true.
That's exciting. That's really a weird coincidence. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That's sick. Daniel K was saying, we all know Craven stole the show at the end of Red Right Hand. Awesome movie. Much love, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Daniel K. Yes, I was honored to be able to help close out the awesome movie. And great job again, Jake, on Red Right Hand. Fantastic work, man.
Thank you.
I'm excited.
I'm really thank you. I can't wait to do the next one, man. I'm excited. So check that one out. I saw a few people in the chat who didn't know what that was. I worked on a Scream fan film for the past like 2 years or so. Like kind of that's how long I've been writing it pretty much. So go check it out. It's on the page now. It's been up for a couple days. So go watch it. Go watch it if you can. It's like an hour long, you know?
Yeah, it's really great. And you get to see Jake in some unique apparel that you would normally not get to see unless you were in his bedroom on a regular basis. You also get to see Jake, what I call tweaker Jake. This is like methed out Jake in the best way, though, not in a bad way.
In the
best way possible. It'll all make sense when you watch the movie. Trust me. It's good.
It is kind of the worst way, though. It is kind of.
I mean. The best of the worst.
In the best way, right? It's the worst way in the best way, I think. So, yes. Carrie is here too. What's up? Howdy, hey. What's up,
Carrie?
What's up, Carrie? Lighting Ghost is throwing $2 in there too, saying hype for Maxine. Yes, Lighting Ghost, thank you so much for the $2. I really appreciate that. How are you feeling about Maxine after Pearl and X from this year?
Man, I'm afraid I may be setting myself up for a bad thing because I'm really feeling good. Like, my expectations are beyond the roof. They're like in the next door neighbors. Talking about sky rises. If I lived in the basement, it would be through the penthouse roof. That's how high my expectations are for this movie because Ty West, dude, I'll tell you what, he's approaching, for me, he's approaching Jordan Peele level of quality and consistency in different ways, obviously. But he's quickly getting there with this franchise. So I have to say I am ready to be blown away by Maxine, and I hope it delivers, Jake. How do you feel about it, man?
I'm kind of in the same boat as you. I'm so worried. I'm so worried like something's just gonna be like messed up with it. I doubt it will. Like I think it's gonna be great because of what Ty West delivered with the last two. So I am also going into it with very high expectations. I mean, you can't give me X and Pearl in the same year and not have high expectations for the next project. You know what I mean?
No way. You can't. I mean, you just can't. They're too well done. The quality, the structure, everything, the writing. And all I got to say is 2 words. Mia Goth. Drop the mic. I don't need to say anything else. That she is, if nothing else, she has established her dominance and her ability to dominate a monologue, my friends.
Oh my God.
She is the real deal.
Dude, I mean, if you haven't seen Pearl, you're actually missing out. Like, I know I say that all the time, but you are actually missing out if you have not seen that movie. It is like it's a horror masterpiece. It really, both of them, that and X, are just so good. If you haven't seen those movies, man, do yourself a favor and put those on at some point. Lighting Ghost, thank you so much for the $2. I really appreciate that, and also thank you for thanks for the buck.
All right,
Lighting Ghost, I appreciate that.
He's a legend. Lighting Ghost is a legend.
Absolutely.
He is single-handedly the spark that caused the fire for Carrie Craves Cinema and Katie from Popping the Popcorn to dance live on one of my streams. Legend, Lighting Ghost. That's all I got to say.
Absolute legend. We appreciate you so much, man. Thank you.
Yes, very much.
Thank you. Sarah is also giving us a very good reminder that the limited edition Red Right Hand merch will be gone in the new year. Ooh. So you only have like a day now to get it. So
dude,
better do it now. Better do it now while you can. Sarah, thanks for the reminder. I appreciate that a whole lot. Thank you. And there's a little join button on my page, Hank, if you want to become a channel member. Something special's going up for Freddy tier patrons tomorrow, too, that I just wanted to remind you all about. A little Black Christmas commentary video. So I think you guys will dig that as well. Ooh.
Give me the fingers. Come on, Jake.
We like fingers around here, Craven.
Oh, yeah, we do.
that's how we do things, man.
You can do so many things with them.
Oh, that's messed up. That's something, all right. Carrie is saying, hey, Craven, Jake, I will be making a Red Right Hand review. Just waiting on my Red Right Hand shirt to come in so I can sport it in the video. Nice! Hashtag Patrick Undies.
Bam. That's what I'm
talking love it.
About.
Thank you so much, Carrie. I really appreciate that. I hope you liked it. I'm excited to hear your review. So good stuff. Thank you so much for the $5. Chrissy's also throwing $5 in there too. So thank you.
Hey,
thank you, Chrissy.
What's going on, Chrissy?
She's also saying, made it finally. Thanks, Craven.
Absolutely. Good to see you. That's awesome.
Thanks for stopping by, Chrissy. We appreciate it. Thanks for the $5. Thank you.
Yeah.
So we have a bunch of horror movies that I do want to cover for moving into 2023. Evil Dead Rise, of course, I'm super pumped for this. I was talking a little bit about Infinity Pool too, another Mia Goth movie. So that's pretty exciting, coming out at the end of next January. So this is coming out soon. Actually, we got like a month until this one comes out.
Wow,
this is gonna be wild.
Never heard of that, Jake.
Oh, dude. Okay. Yeah. So this is the new movie from Brandon Cronenberg. It's David Cronenberg's son. He's doing a new movie.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna get some body horror. We're gonna get some. Is he following his daddy's footsteps? Let's just say.
I think so. So if you've ever you got to watch this movie called Possessor. He made that like 2 years ago. It's very similar to what David Cronenberg does. It's a little different. Like it's just a little different, but it's very similar to his dad's style. I'm just so pumped to see him do a movie with Mia Goth and Alexander Skarsgård. Yes. I'm like, great. Yes. It's a great cast. So I think it's going to be awesome. I'm really pumped for it. Coming out in January.
I was just going to ask you that. It's January. Oh, nice. Is it streaming or theaters? Do you know?
So I know it's going to be in theaters on the 27th. I don't know where it's going to go to streaming. It is coming from production company Neon, though. So and they kind of give all their stuff to Hulu. So it'll probably be on Hulu in like April or something like that. Is my guess, you know?
What's it called again? I missed that name.
Infinity Pool.
Right, Infinity Pool. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna check into that one. That sounds awesome.
The trailer's out. Go give it a watch when you have some time. It's messed up, man. I'm really pumped for that one.
Cool.
Tid Morgan also threw out a little super sticker too. I really appreciate that, Tid. Thank you so much. Right. I eat stickers, so I really enjoy those. Thank you.
You eat pictures, you eat photographs, stickers. It's all good.
I eat pictures of my friends. so thank you for that. I really appreciate that. Oh man.
It's awesome.
But the first one though, Craven, of the entire year next year, we got Megan coming out from James Wan and all them. How are you gauging this one? Are you excited for this one?
I am, man. And I when I saw James Wan was producing, I mean, obviously credibility goes up to very high right away. And I was impressed with the trailer, man, because we've seen the doll trope done since Child's Play, and probably even way before that, honestly, probably. But we know Child's Play moving forward. How many times we've seen some variation. However, what I loved about this was instead of just being a doll, that you could basically drop kick and punt it across the football field if you really wanted to. This is a life-size, child-size, like AI robotic. What's it called? Not robot, but artificial intelligence, animatronic, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like the same size and height as the girl who owns it. So this is a little different because it literally is walking it's supposed to be like a little, a child. So I think that's a neat twist to it. And that's what grabbed me initially was it like, okay, they're breaking them out of the box a little bit by doing that. But dude, I think it looks like a fun movie personally.
I'm excited for it. I think the only thing I'm worried about, and that's actually kind of a really neat insight that I didn't think about before. Something I like every time I watch the trailer or anything for it, I'm just always thinking about like, this just looks like Child's Play 2019, like that movie again. And I hope it finds a way to do something different. You know what I mean? I hope it finds a way to kind of make its own, carve its own path or whatever, and just be something different opposed to that.
Me too, man.
So I'm worried about that, but I'm going into it with an open mind. I'm still excited for it. You know, sometimes PG-13 horror just kicks it out of the park. Or knocks it out of the park, I guess is what I mean. But,
dude, The Ring. Come on, man. I mean,
right. Like The Ring, Insidious, The Conjuring. I love all those movies, man. There's a lot of good ones out there. So.
And one thing Megan has working for it that those don't, the dance moves. Those dance moves, dude. It's like I'm like just dancing and slicing and dicing. I just love it.
It's nice to see some camp too, you know. It's nice to see some camp in a popular horror movie. I'm like, okay, all right, you know, I'm giving it a chance. I'm staying open-minded, so no, that's nice. That's nice. Necessary Distraction has been a member for 7 months. Thank you so much, Amber. I really appreciate it. Saying Knock at the Cabin and Shelby Oaks are what she is the most excited for, and also talking about Shelby Oaks here. Nice. Have you heard of Shelby Oaks before?
I'm intrigued by the name, but I have not heard of this.
So this is coming from a YouTuber too, which I think is really cool. Chris Stuckman. So I've been a huge fan of his for years. Even before I did my channel, I would watch his reviews all the time. He's been doing it since like the dawn of time, pretty much.
Okay.
So now he's pulled together like a bunch of money and he's making this movie. It's based off of like some real events, if I remember correctly. I can't remember if it's going to be found footage or not, but
okay.
That's kind of like when I was reading it. I did a little bit of reading on it, and that was kind of the vibe I got. And once again, that was 6 months ago, so I'm a little foggy on this one. But I'm excited because it's coming from Chris Stuckman, who I just absolutely love. So I think it's going to be cool.
I'll have to look into that, man. Awesome.
Absolutely. Check out his page, too, if you haven't, man. I mean, like, dude, as far as reviews go, I mean, he's incredible, so it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Hank, another thing I will say is the join buttons on my main page there, like my just if you're going to home on my YouTube page, there's a little join like in the top right corner or like kind of right corner of it, like by this where the subscribe button would be. So I don't know. It's only like $3 if you want to join too. That's why I just want to say.
Just to add on there, a lot of times some people with iPhones do not see the join button. It's not there. So if you're on an iPhone by chance and you can't find it, go to a laptop or a desktop or a tablet, Android, anything other than an iPhone, it will pop up. You'll see it for sure. Just wanted to mention that because people on my channel have said the same thing.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
Yep, something with the iPhones, the Apple, it's not showing up. So anyway.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can't do on the iPhone, like YouTube wise, like in general. So that's another thing we'll have to add to the list.
Yep, that's right. Oh, there you go. He says he has an iPhone. That's probably the problem right there, Hank. Yep.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I like to solve problems, man. I like to be a problem solver. It's all right, you know.
I appreciate that, Craven. Thank you.
Of course.
Carrie is saying Wednesday and Megan dance off would be epic.
Oh yeah, let's go.
They both had some great dance moves, man. Tell you what, that was one of the highlights of that show for me, for sure. So that whole sequence was insane. Thanks for the $2, Carrie. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. What, Craven? One more weird movie I want to throw your way, and then we'll talk about Scream to cap this off. But I do want to talk about this. Have you seen the Adult Swim Yule log yet?
No,
dude. It made my top 10. Like, it made my top 10 of the year. It blew me away. Like, this just came out. I had no expectations going into it. Man, this movie blew me away. I was not expecting anything from this. It's one of those movies where it starts off and it's like, oh, it's just a holiday Yule log. It's just going to be the fire burning. And then some shit starts to happen. Like, the cleaning lady comes in and she's cleaning the house while things are recording. And then someone breaks into the house. Oh, yeah. Oh, and then it's just this shot of a fireplace for like the first like 10 minutes of the movie. Like, yeah, and you're hearing all this shit happen in the background. Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, where it goes is like batshit insane. I fucking loved it. Like it's a 10 out of 10 in
Wow.
my book. It blew me away. I was expecting nothing from it. Man,
Wow.
I loved it. Like, dude, Casper Kelly is another director in my book now that I'm anything this guy does on my radar.
It's animated or is it live action or is it animated?
It's live action. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I just added it to my list here to watch this weekend. I'm gonna watch
Nice.
this weekend.
Dude,
Yep.
yeah, no, you'll enjoy. I think you'll enjoy it. It's it's like it's a holiday themed and all that. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Ooh.
it's,
Thanks for sharing that, dude. I have not seen it, so that's
dude,
awesome.
like it's one of those movies where your jaw will be dropped the whole time. You're just like, what is going on? You know? So
Wow.
it's great. I had a blast with it. But let's get to the main course here before we gotta get moving because I know you probably got to leave here in a sec. But
Yeah.
with Scream 6, obviously we're very excited for this. Big focus on both of our pages. Anything you want to say about it moving into 2023 now? Like we're 3 months away. This is exciting stuff.
Really, we really are. And if you think about it, we're actually 2 months and 10 days, or even less.
Even less than that.
Yeah. So I think my expectations are pretty high. I will say that. I think that I love the idea of the old mask, the old G mask. If they actually go, if the rumor's true, that it looks like it is, that they're going to be these old masks involved. I think it's just a brilliant idea, and I'm excited about it. I really am. You know, there's potential there for old characters. Some may be presumed dead by some to come back. Others who, I mean, there could be several people that could be involved, or it could be family members. Oh, let's Stu returns. That's a possibility. Yes, sir. For sure. But yeah, I'm excited at the potential and the fact that we've got the new setting, like we talked about earlier. We know we're not in a small town in Woodsboro. We're in New York City, and all of and Matt and Tyler said a couple weeks back that subway scene we saw in the teaser is one of several. That's what they said. Scenes where they use the environment of the city to create thrilling and suspenseful sequences. Well, I got that out perfectly. That is, yes, chases. Yes, let's go.
That makes me just want to party, man. I'm just like, yes, that's exactly
yes.
what I want to hear. You know what I mean? Like,
right. I know.
That's perfect.
I read that, dude, and I was like, yeah, let's go. And so I'm excited. I really am. Even though we have no Dewey, no Nev, I do believe that with the combination of cast, with Kirby back, Samara Weaving in the mix, hopefully more than the opening. I don't want her to be the opening kill. We'll see.
Yeah.
It's still possible. But
right.
Anyway, I'm excited about it. And, one thing that Tyler also said about losing Nev, how they love her. They want her to be a part of the franchise. I know they welcome her back in 7 if the studio people will do the right thing. But one thing he said was that with Nev not in the story, it did basically push the writers to have more development of the core 4, these newer characters. So that's going to be the flip side of the coin, I guess. But I'm excited overall. I really am.
Yeah.
And I think the potential is there to be really, really good.
Absolutely. And, I think my big thing about Scream 5 that I just feel like was kind of an issue was they just tried to make 2 movies at the same time. You know what I mean? I think with this one, we've lost that now. We're focusing just on like one big thing. And I think it's going to be a much more focused movie. It's going to it's going to make a lot more sense. It's going to be just straightforward kind of Scream movie in New York City, playing off of the environment, playing off of, a subway car. Is Ghostface going to push somebody in front of the train? Or are they going to just explode into body parts? How messed up is that going to be? I don't know. I'm really excited for this one. I am highly anticipating it may be one of my favorite sequels in the whole franchise. So I'm really excited to see what they do with it, and I got my fingers crossed.
I do too, man. And I think it definitely has the potential to be one of the best sequels. I think it does have a chance. So I'm going in with an open mind and just saying, blow me away. Let's go. Just come on, grab. And last thing I'll say about it is, please give us a good mystery this go around, a really good whodunit, because 5 really didn't have a big whodunit, honestly. factor in the movie. I think that was missing. So if they could really make this about trying, like the older movies, trying to solve the case, figure out who it is, draw that some more suspense in that area, and then surprise us, dude, I'll be very happy. And yeah, I'm ready. I'm excited. It'll be here before we know it.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm so unbelievably excited for it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really pumped to talk about it a lot in the new year. Another thing I wanted to say too, just real quick, because we do got to wrap up here, is every single Monday now on this page, like you guys are gonna shit when we go through January next year, because Jake has a crazy schedule. We're following it to a T. It's gonna be awesome. But every Monday is going to be Scream talk on this page. We're gonna talk about Scream and like Scream 6, any updates, kind of just go over all of that. So every Monday is going to be dedicated to a Scream live stream. So I'm really excited for that. And excited for this new schedule I'm rolling out here, and I'm excited to talk theories with all of you guys every single week. It's going to be fun. Mm-hmm. Another thing too I want to bring up is that Craven is doing a live stream right now that we are late for, so we're going to get moving over to that. So make sure to hop on over to Craven Something Scary's page right after this ends, because we'll be talking again over there. Craven, if you got to go, I'm just going to do a little wrap up, and then I'll be over. So
yeah, I'm gonna put the link here in the private chat.
Perfect. Yeah.
Right now
I can.
For you.
Yeah, I wonder if I can just like copy that. Okay.
I think it will let you. Hold on here. There it is, right there. That's the one.
That's the stream. That's the StreamYard link, my dude.
Yes, that's the StreamYard for you, and then the one before it is for everyone else.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't think I should share that with everybody.
No. And do you want me to resend the other link to you real quick, or
no? I actually got that. I just shot that in there. So make sure to check that out. I just put the link in the chat for everybody. So go ahead, come say hi to all of us there. Right. We'll talk some more about 2023 movies. I also just want to say, oh my God, this is the last stream of 2022. I'm gonna get all fucking emotional. Well,
Jake. Listen, man, this was an honor to be on your last stream of the year. I'm glad I was able to get in for at least the last portion of it. And thanks for coming to mine here in a little bit. So I'll see you over there.
Hell yeah, I'll see you over there, man.
All right. Bye, guys. I hope you guys will all come join us. We're going to continue our talk. All right.
Yes.
See you, man.
See ya. I'll see you over there.
See you over there.
All right, everybody. Well, I just wanted to say one more time, thank you so much for everything this year. We made a movie this year, everybody. You guys did that too. Like, it was, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have been able to do that. So I'm really thankful for your guys' support here in 2022. No matter what form it was, if you just wanted to hang out in the live streams, if you supported me on channel members, or like if you were a Kickstarter supporter, whatever, I just really appreciate you guys so much. It has been so much fun hanging out with y'all and talking horror movies. I'm excited to do it again next year. And oh boy, have we got some big plans for next year. Jake is working on a bunch of movies and a bunch of channels and a bunch of crazy shit. So it's going to be even crazier next year. I can't wait to do it again. Holy shit. Let's get this going. So join me over on Craven Something Scary's page. Watch Zombie from 1979 because it's a really good movie. And also watch the Adult Swim Yule Log because that's another really good movie. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. And as always, don't forget to kill it.